first chess of the day. It's early morning here, so might not play too well this early, but let's just see. 1487, good luck. No head-to-head score, there's no previous games between us. Just coming up to 100 games of rapid for my opponent. I've done 200 and something now, I think. Yeah, 243. Just going to develop. Probably go London style this game, but I'm just trying to get castled. Oh, that gives me a chance to try and remove the defending bishop, though. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm not going here just because it allows the tempo with the knight coming forward, but I'm going to try and remove the defending bishop. Now, in a bullet game, you would potentially fly down the board, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take that. And now I'm going to bring my bishop on this diagonal somewhere, just aim to get castle, probably just here. Actually, let's go c4 first, and if he takes, we can get the bishop developed with one move. He doesn't. So I'm going to develop and pressure the pawn. He'd probably go a move like c6. And still bishop up. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. I'm going to take now and try and encourage the pawn over. Well, we've got a potential target, but c5 is going to be easy for my opponent to play at some point. So I'll just get castled and then worry about what to do. Hold on, knight up now. If you go c5 now, I've got knight in and I can get rid of that bishop. If you go here, I can take. He might have allowed me to play knight to b5 here. I think he has, so I'm going to do it. Just threatening to simply win a pawn. If you push forward anyway, I've got knight in, hit the rook and bishop. Doesn't mean it's necessarily good for me, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and get rid of this bishop. Okay, so now I've got to deal with this issue where my queen is. Here allows knight across. So I'm just going to step over. If you take, I can take back. If you push, I'm just going to castle, and then I'll try and charge the pawn later. So we'll get castled. So at least we've got a little break here. We've got bishop versus knight. It's not complete symmetry. Not a bad position for black though, to be fair. Although, if I take here now, you might have to take with a rook, otherwise he might lose the pawn. So I think that's a mistake. He doesn't want to just give up a pawn for free. So he's gone with the knight. Okay, well, this might allow me to get active. I've got bishop up if I can shift this knight. So what about pawn up? I'm just going to play knight across, try and keep it simple. Okay, rook across, logical. I'm going to go b4 and kick the knight. I'm playing this maybe slightly quick. Not as quick as my opponent, but maybe slightly quick than what I should, because it is rapid chess. Knight down is a slight nuisance move here, and if I go here, you can do moves like this. So maybe bishop here, knight down, queen up. If I do that though, you can just take. I'm going to take the knight and then maybe develop. I don't want to give up the knight for the bishop. I mean, maybe it's fine. Maybe I should just play a4, but he might go with a pawn here to create a file as well while he's gone with the rook. The knight down, I've got to check so I can get out of the way, although you can block. I'm going to play bishop this way now. I'm not too worried if the knight goes back. I can always throw in a check and drop back, even if we trade queens, but I'm going to try and push on the queen side, I think. The opponent's playing this very well, has got a good position. Queen comes forward, okay. Now, do I just play a slow move there? It restricts the knight a little bit, but I could take... I don't particularly want to trade everything off. If I go forward, it feels a bit loose, but if I go here, it's kind of a target, but I'm going to do it. Again, I'm kind of inviting black forward. I'm not playing this one the best. This could easily go wrong. the rook has indeed come forward. So do we have the potential to take here? Or check first? Then with a view to taking the knight. That might be a blunder from my opponent there. You can't block with the knight, you lose your rook. If you block with a rook, then I've just got bishop takes knight. If you take back, you lose your rook. He might have actually just blundered there. If you move your king, I was threatening to take, so he has been able to block. But can I take? He's done really well here, hasn't he? Really well. Take, take, take. I take back either way, so I don't actually have anything here. I might have to come all the way back and say, well, we've just wasted a move there. But I don't want to trade the queen, so I'm going to come back. I don't mind trading the bishop for the knight so much, but I want to try and keep the queen on the board. My king's reasonably safe. If the rook comes here, it's more dangerous, but... Okay, he's gone across, so inviting this again. Maybe I've got rook across now. Trade, trade. But the knight down might become a problem at some point, or knight down. Hold on, rook across. This is loose, isn't it? I'm going to push the pawn up. If he pushes here, I'm probably going to have to take and try and simplify. He's playing very well here. Well, that might give me a chance to drop back. Possibly a move like this, but right now it's covered. Right now he can just take with a check. So f4 is not a move right now. But I've gone very, very defensive, very passive here, not good. So you can imagine if you can pick the rook up and put it somewhere like g5, there's a lot of pressure coming. You can probably just blast it open, doesn't do that. Okay. I'm just going to push the pawn, I think. I'm a minute down on the clock as well, so the pawn is playing quickly and playing very well. If takes and I go with the rook, rook down might be a move. He's just attacked the bishop, so I assume I go here to attack the rook. But can I just ignore it and take a pawn? Maybe. I'm going to do that actually. I'm looking at bishop up to hit the rook, and the rook will need to guard the other rook, so you'll have to stay on this file. So bishop here, with a view to getting the queen into play. I just don't see how I'm going to get into play. So I've got an option of one or the other. I'm going to get the bishop forward. Now I'm vulnerable to a move like this, so I've got to be really careful. He just has to guard his rook for now. I might actually drop the bishop straight back and hit the rook. Just hope I'm not blundering a tactic, but right now I think I'm alright. So he has come forward, but now I've got this. If he goes here, he's probably fine. How do I break out of this mess that I'm in? I've gone into a bit of a pickle here. This isn't actually good, is it? This is quite bad what I've managed to do to this game. What on earth have I done? Queen up, trade, trade. It feels very bad. Rook forward. Then you start looking at moves like this. What the heck? My opponent's just resigned. Why the hell has he just resigned? Ooh, what the heck's he just resigned for?